What's your name?
Linda.
Linda. What brings you here today?
I've just been a little stressed. I feel like the relationship between my younger sister and I is just like so strained right now for some reason, and we're not normally like that.
So, what do you think happened that stressed your relationship with your sister?
I mean, we're very close. I have two sisters, so we're all very close. But with my younger sister, we're just two very different people. We think very differently. We act very differently. And I mean, I feel like we just collide sometimes.
Collide is in like what way?
Like our views, our like outlook on things. Like I'm very like quiet and like laid back, and she's very like temperamental and like ready to go.
Okay. So, is there an incident recently that happened that you say that it was really important to you?
Well, she's in a relationship right now with someone who I'm not so sure is such a good match for her, and I've stated that before, but being that she really wants this to work, I've kind of backed down a little bit, and now she's really upset because she says she can sense that I'm not supportive of the relationship, and as her sister, like, I understand as her sister I should, and I am, and I don't really like butt in about things anymore, but when she asks for my opinion, like, I just don't think he treats her well. So she's always upset with me that I'm not supportive of her relationship. So it's hard for me to really like close off how I really feel and just be super supportive of something that I'm not.
So you're her older sister?
Yes.
Okay, what is the age difference?
2 years. So
Two
pretty
years?
close.
So you guys are pretty close. Have you guys been tight-knit or?
We're very tight-knit.
Okay.
With my older sister too, we've always been that way. But she and I, out of all of us, are the ones who like butt heads the most.
So you think that the relationship with her boyfriend is,
I think
you're,
it,
disapproving of it?
like, we'll fight over something like, why did you put that down? Or like, what is that doing there? But like, you know it stems from something much more. So I feel like right now what's going on is I feel like she's just really upset that I'm not supportive of her relationship, but I think gives her doubt about it too, because I'm not supportive of it. So I think she just like wants me to totally be on board. And like I'm trying to do that, but it's just so hard. I'm so close to her, we know each other so well, and I just don't feel like he's a good match for her.
Okay.
So I think that might be what's like straining it right now.
What are some things you can do to help you with this conflicting feeling that you have about your sister's boyfriend? Because you want to be a part of her life, but you don't want to, you know.
No, I know, and that's what I'm trying to say here. It's hard for me to approach her to talk about anything because she thinks that I'm always like, digging her, like I'm always out to get her, which is not what I'm doing at all. But if she wants to talk about their relationship with me, I try to be as supportive as I can, but she just doesn't think I'm as like enthusiastic about it or something.
Okay.
So I don't know what to do. I feel like when I approach her to try and make things work, it'll like get a little better, but then as soon as like something happens, like it's just back to how it was.
In what manner do you think, like, you talk to her? You think you say it in like a nice way about her boyfriend, or
yeah,
so that she wouldn't want to talk to you about this?
That, like, I don't want to say like I'm doing everything right, but I'm a very like quiet, approachable, reasonable person for the most part. So I feel like even if I try to just talk to her, just talking, she'll start yelling. So it's like it ends up being like I'm not even screaming in the argument, but she is. She's very sensitive.
Okay.
So it's like you try to tiptoe and it explodes.
So what do you think something that you can do to help this? Because you seem like you guys are like two different people, basically, right? And you know this about her.
That's the thing. I mean, besides totally agreeing with her, I feel like it's going to be a fight. Like if I don't agree with her and so, like agree with everything she says and all of her decisions, then she's just going to like get on me about it. It's hard for me to be 100% in agreement or like on board with something that I don't agree with.
So you feel like to have a relationship with your sister, you have to be 100% like.
I feel like that's what she expects.
In her favor.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what she wants. And I've totally stepped back now. I don't make any comment. I've already told her how I felt about their relationship. It's not only just their relationship. This is what's going on right now, and I've totally stepped back from giving my opinion. I gave it, and that's how it is. And now, like, I'll ask her, like, oh, how's he doing? Like, I'll try and do that, but things will just pop. She's like, well, you don't care anyway. You're not supportive. You don't like him. So
what are some ways that you can, like, talk to your sister about this? Because I mean, it's realistically, you're not going to agree with someone 100% of the time. So what are some things that you can, do with your sister to, like, hey, I have different opinions, but I still support you. Like, do you voice those opinions to her, or
do I voice which opinions?
Like, even if you don't agree with her 100%, you're still her sister and you still care about her, or whatever.
I feel like I have done that, maybe not as recently. Maybe that's something I can do, is just reiterate that to her again. Maybe like try and do something together and try and have a conversation again. I just don't want an argument to come out of that.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I want to just be able to talk. It's difficult to get her to just talk to me.
So what kind of like temperament is your sister? You said that it's like difficult to talk to her, and
yes,
but you guys are still close. Like,
yes.
How does that happen?
Honestly, I think it's just like, it's part of her personality. Like, we're so close. We've always been so close. I'm one of 5 kids and we're all really close, but she and I, for some reason, I think we're the closest in age, and we're both girls, and we're just two very different people. Very different people. So, I mean, we laugh, we joke, we have a great time together. It's just when it comes down to certain things, we're just complete opposites.
Has this always been like this way, even when you were growing up?
No, really, it was more so like once we were out of high school.
That's when you guys started, colliding a little bit more? Okay. So what I'm hearing right now is that you're very close with your sister, you guys are close in age, but you guys are so different, 2 different personalities, and right now you guys are colliding because you don't really like her boyfriend.
Because I don't think it's healthy.
You don't think healthy is in what way? Like in your
he says things to her, and I feel like sometimes he talks down to her. She's a little bit on the overweight side, so he's made comments about her losing weight and stuff, and which it's okay in the sense if you want her to better herself, but I feel like when someone's overweight and sensitive about it, you need to approach it in a certain way. I just don't find him to be very supportive, and I don't think he's faithful either.
Okay.
From what I've heard.
So has your sister had bad choices in guys before, or because you seem very overprotective a little bit?
Yeah, we're both very overprotective of each other.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, all of us, but I mean, this is her second boyfriend. Her first one it wasn't very good for her either. I didn't really know him, so I really didn't have much say in it. Just from what she would tell me, she was upset a lot of the times. So she was just talking about it. I didn't really know much about him at all, so I couldn't even really give my opinion with that one. But this one that she's with now, I've actually I know him. I've hung out with him and stuff, so I know him. So it's a little different in that sense.
Okay. Well, it seems like you're feeling like you don't know what to do.
Yes.
I mean, I kind of want to ask you some ideas that that you can do. I talked about some things that I thought you can do, but I mean, it's your sister. You can't really control what she does. Yeah.
So I'm not trying to. I don't feel like I'm trying to control her at all.
Not to control her, but you can't. I mean, you can't control her behaviors or anything like that. You're her sister, right? Right. So what are some things that you can do to help your sister through this relationship? She's her own person, right?
Absolutely, I guess. I mean, I can be a little more enthusiastic and supportive if this is what she really wants. That's just hard for me.
Why do you think that's hard for you?
I just don't think he treats her right. They fight all the time. But I mean, there are times when they're really, really good. But more often than not, she'll come and complain to me about something.
Okay. Do you feel like you're a good help for her when she comes to talk to you about him?
I try to be, but clearly maybe I'm not.
Not as in what way?
She doesn't feel that I am, so maybe I'm not. I don't know because I'm not sitting outside the conversation, so I don't know what I'm saying or what I'm not doing. But I feel like she may feel that I'm not.
Okay. It seems like communication between you and your sister is like you guys. I feel like you're saying that you feel like you're projecting one thing, and your sister feels like it's something totally different. So how can you open those lines of communications with with your sister, better?
I guess just try to maybe like talk to her more, and actually maybe like ask her more on a regular basis how she's doing, how her relationship's going, and I guess kind of leave my thoughts out of it for a little and see if that works.
Okay, all right. I mean, how long is this? Seriously? Yeah, please.